What's up, loves? Darkside back with some new DLC story mode missions. These are the Agent ULP missions, the United Paper Guy, the IAA missions that they were talking about. So, firstly, go over to the giant U and to start these up, and it's actually right in front of the FIB building. And when you do that, he's going to tell you to come over here to this apartment. When you come into the apartment, it's automatically going to put you in stealth, which I don't really understand why, because for one, there's nobody in here. And two, after you hack this huge giant ass computer, you're gonna be able to run out. So it doesn't really make much sense why you're in here in stealth. I really thought I was expecting someone to come at me, but so just hack the computer, go to the external device, then brute force, and do the little mini game that you usually have to do. Sync up the letters, and then it's gonna pop up two locations on your little map on the computer: an A and a B. A is actually the IAA office. So I would go there first, go to A first, and when you head back to the IAA office, go past it, and there's a construction site. You'll see here, there's a construction site on the left-hand side, and you can grab some maintenance gear outfits, alright? Don't kill these dudes up here, because then you're going to get alerted, or a wanted level or something. Just pull up to it and grab the suits out of the back, the maintenance gear suits or whatever, and then go back to the IAA building. Now listen, this is very, very important. When you go back to the IAA building, make sure you keep your weapon hidden. Do not have your weapon out, because as soon as you walk in the door, it's going to alert and it's going to fail the stealth instantly. And then you got to fight your way in and out, and it's going to be a pain in the ass. You definitely don't want to have to do that. So make sure you please keep your weapon hidden, okay? Once you get upstairs, you're supposed to stay in the area where there's two tables with blueprints on it where the construction's going on. Don't worry about that. Make your way around, get into stealth mode, and if you have to smack some guys, just stay out of their cones of vision. You could, shoot them in the head, one-shot them. They don't have any armor on or nothing like that. So you got to find the two hard drive pieces. You can't get into this office for some reason, but just run around and you'll see. It's really hard to locate them. They are like kind of highlighted. They're flashy, kind of bright, but you'll see there's one right here behind this desk, but I barely even knew it was there. I just picked it up, and I took all these guys out in stealth, and I made it in and out of here in stealth. But when I went back downstairs, listen, this is important again. Keep your weapon hidden again, because there's a camera right there on your left side. It's white right now, but if you come down with a weapon in your hand, it's gonna alert and fail the stealth again. Now you're back to square one, and you got to try and lose your wanted level again. So now I'm gonna head over to the second location. Right, I'm gonna head to the second location, which was B. And that's like a warehouse over near in Cypress Flats. Okay, so I'm gonna head to the warehouse, and you'll see it's gonna pick up over here. Okay, so now there's two fuse boxes you can take out to make this mission easier. One I found right away. The second one is a little obscure. It's a little hidden. All right, the second one, I'll tell you right now. If you're walking past this black truck, you can probably see it right now. It's right above the black truck on that awning right above you. Okay. So the first one is right here around the corner. Just take it out. Make sure you take it all the way out, because you have to hit it a couple times to make sure the orange dot disappears, or the orange arrow disappears, or red, or whatever arrow that is. And then I couldn't find it at first, but now I know where it is now. So I knew it had to be somewhere on the roof or somewhere where I couldn't find it. I know they weren't going to probably make it, both of them, that easy. So I ran around the building for a couple seconds, and then I found out where it was. I was like, oh, there it is. So you could probably actually climb on top of this red crate that they have out here, this red shipping crate. But I didn't do that. I didn't think about that at the time. But yeah, this bright red one over here, you could probably climb on top of there and climb on the awning and then just find it. It's really, really easy once you see where it's at. You know what I mean? So yeah, right here, you're going to see I take it out. That black truck the mule is right underneath me. So there you go. It's like right there. And then go inside, and now you don't have a wanted level, and you don't have nobody messing with you trying to find you. They give you a flashlight on this, but I recommend if you have a weapon with a flashlight, it's probably easier, because you could point your weapon and move around a little bit quicker. So, because otherwise you move so damn slow shining the flashlight. You gotta find two pieces in here too. Two hard drive pieces. Okay, so grab the two hard drive pieces and then get out. Just run around to all the shelves. You'll see it'll be highlighted kind of bright. Alright, so I grabbed my second piece, and then I got the hell out of there.
Okay, get out before you break anything.
Alright, so now all you have to do is just leave and go drop them off at the, you know, wherever he tells you to go bring them to, and then that's it. And then that's the first one. That's pretty easy. It's not that bad. As long as you don't break the stealth, you won't have a problem with it. Okay, so moving on to the next one. This is the one with the first one with the drones. Okay, I think this is called counterintelligence, I think. So now you have to go and start up the mission, and every time you always have to come back to the U. Once you run them through the first time, you will be able to go to the interaction menu, or not to the interaction, to the menu and go start them up that way. So, all right. So I'm gonna take this car right here, and it's weird because the first couple times my car wasn't spawning in,
What you want?
so I had to kind of drive this car down to where a good area where I could go and get my car. And I called my vehicle in, and then I wound up going to the first location. There's an A and a B on this one also. So. But all you have to do on this, you don't even have to get out of the car for these drones. Like, I thought you might have to fight a couple people, but I didn't have to fight anybody. Not right up first. So I called in my vehicle, I headed over to the drone, the first drone, and I got out of the car. Like I said, I thought maybe there was going to be some NPCs protecting it, but there was nobody there. There was nobody there. Okay, so I pulled up to where the drone is, and I got out. I almost fucked up here because I was like, oh great, if there's NPCs, they're gonna see me. All it is some construction workers. I didn't see any NPCs over here, no enemies. So that's why I got out and I went on foot, because I was like, man, if they see me or something, I'm screwed. But no, nothing. You basically just have to get underneath the drone and get in that big, yellow circle, just long enough to hack it, and it's really pretty quick. So I just kind of sat over here. I was expecting somebody to come up on me, but nobody came. So yeah, I hacked it, and then I went to the next one. Pretty easy. So yeah, that one's done. So now I head over to the next one, to drone B, and I kind of just sat in my car and hovered, let it hover over me, and opened up the SecuroSurf thing, and then I hacked that one very quickly too. Now the second part of this mission is pretty hard. Okay, I'll show you guys in a second what I'm talking about. I mean, from the get-go, I wasn't expecting these to be easy, but sometimes, yeah, they got a little interesting. Anyway. Alright, so now it tells you to go over to the motel, because that's where whoever's controlling the drones is at the motel you have to go to. So you just go over to that location, and now there's a whole bunch of nonsense that happens over here. So I don't want to get too spoilery, but I kind of had to, because in order to show you guys what I'm talking about. So players that have been on a minute, that used to run the Doomsday Heist back in the day, you guys will probably love this. This is a good callback. This whole string of missions is a lot of callbacks to the Doomsday Heist. So yeah, I don't understand some of the plot of this storyline of missions, but they were still pretty fun. Okay, so you got to go in the hotel room, you got to hack the computer, and then all hell breaks loose.
Sounds like no one's there. There must be a computer of some kind to control the drones. Can you get me access to it? Perfect. Okay, let's see what we're dealing with.
Yeah, so you already kind of see which way this is going. That is like some kind of knockout gas. I thought I was dead for a second, but no. Okay, so you wake up in the back of the van, and you're actually in there with a bomb, and you have to defuse the bomb, and this is where it gets a little tricky. So if you have never done the Doomsday Heist, and you're not used to doing these hacks, these can be very challenging. Alright, you might want to do this with somebody that's experienced and has a lot of practice with this. Even I was struggling with it, because it's been a minute since I've hacked. Because usually in the Doomsday Heist, you can back out and try and get an easier hack. You know what I mean? I don't think you could do that on this. You have to defuse whatever they, you know, you have to do these chipboards, and you have to bypass everything and take all the nodes out. You know, otherwise you fail it. So I don't think you can back out and get a different one. The Doomsday Heist, you can back out and get an easier one. So I kind of just struggled with this for a couple seconds, but then I picked it up and I was like, okay, I remember this shit. So, but yeah, if you've never done it before, you're probably going to have a little bit of a hard time. I wouldn't destroy more than one of those red nodes, the square ones, because otherwise it'll fail it. So I think I did destroy one of them. Here you have to kind of move the little, the circle around in order to not hit the red node, but I think I wound up blowing one up and killing one anyway, or like destroying one of the red nodes anyway. But it didn't fail it, luckily. So you gotta just time it. See what I'm saying? You gotta move it around. You gotta move it until the little circular thing, like the beam, lights right onto the node, and it just like knocks it out. Sometimes that does work, like waving it back and forth. You'll just hit it and it starts shaking and then it'll blow up. So I wound up trying to figure this out a different way. I was like, let me just see if I can do it this way. And I wound up having to use the one on the bottom and line it up. And then I was able to take the other three out pretty easily. So it's not that hard, but if you've never done the Doomsday Heist and you're not used to this, you're going to have a little bit of a hard time with it. This second hack wasn't so bad. It was actually easier than the first one. And I think this is the one that I did hit the red node on. But it's fine. It's whatever. Like I said, I think it's like if you do 2 of them, then it'll fail it. Okay, here's another one where you gotta time it just right, and you gotta kind of turn the dial a little bit away. As soon as it's about to hit the red, then to put it back on the node. You know, you can kind of see what I'm talking about here, and then do it again. And then it zapped it, and I passed it. But this is what the hard part is, man. As soon as because you're in first person here, so if you don't play in first person, this might seem a little weird to you, but I don't mind first person, but as soon as you get out, you have a ton of cops all over you. So you better get your ass in that van, pull out your snack menu, start spamming them snacks, because you're going to start getting lit up as soon as you get out.
Move it back! FIB!
Alright, based on a lack of a huge explosion, I'm gonna assume.
So now I just basically drove to the location, dropped off the van, and then that was it. I didn't want this video to be too long, but it took me probably about an hour and a half to do all these missions. Probably about, I'd say a little over an hour. So, you know, I'm just trying to go into detail as much as possible and show you guys. So this location might look pretty familiar. This is where you start up the prison break, when you actually start the heist. Okay, so you just drop that off, and then that's it. Okay, moving on to the next one. I don't remember what the name of this one is. I tried to keep this video shorter, but these missions took a little bit, and you know, I think they took me like a little over an hour. And they pay really good, but what's not even the best part is that they give you, like, one of them I got 17,000 RP. Another one I got 14,000 RP. I'm like, damn. So, yeah, you get hooked up on these. So I jump in the car. This one you gotta go save Agent Johnson, I believe. So what I did was, you gotta go to a couple different locations on this one. So, first of all, you gotta go to this garage.
I'll bring it to you.
Okay, where was her last known location? Okay, so pulling into the garage, there's a couple different things you have to do in here. Okay, there's like these big green boxes with the red lights on them. You have to search those boxes. You have to search, basically just run around and search all the shelves. Look at like the books on the counter. Look at the green boxes. Basically, there's a whole bunch of clues in here, pretty much. You just have to find whatever you can, and then eventually you'll find the right clue that you need. Anything that that looks like you could walk up to it and it's gonna let you press right in the D-pad, it's gonna prompt you. Just do that. You know what I mean? Check and then those, like I said, those green boxes. I checked all the green boxes. There's one by the front of the garage. There's another one right here. Just check the green boxes, open them up, and you'll find the clues you need. But just to save you some time, I don't really know if that's what it is. Like if you have to go straight, if you can go straight there instead of like looking through all these boxes and everything. There's a laptop on one of the shelves. Okay, that's what I hacked, and it told me to look in the GPS in her vehicle. So, but I wound up doing that last. I didn't know that, but now for the next time, I know that. So, you know, you're gonna see over here. I'm gonna go check the laptop after this, and it tells you exactly like what to look for. Yeah, the laptop is actually right here at the edge of the counter. So, and then it's going to tell you to go check the GPS in her vehicle. Now, I just wanted to tell you guys this. You don't have to take her vehicle over there, okay? Just so you know this, you don't have to get in. You have to get in her car and pull it out, but you don't have to stay in her car, okay, to go to the locations. The GPSs are going to be on your, you know, on your screen regardless. They're going to be on your map. So, like, I got into this car, I pulled it out, and then I got back into my car because I was in the Toreador. I figured I was going to be fighting some enemies, so I was like, I'm just going to take my Toreador out there, and it does work. So once you come out here, the first location I went to was a different spot, and then I came over here because I heard all the gunfire. I don't really know what the Vagos have to do with this, but there was a bunch of cops and or FIB guys or whatever, IAA guys or whatever it is, and then there was also a bunch of Vagos. So I actually wound up killing the lady or knocking her over or something. But there she is right there. Dude, I drove around for like 10 minutes trying to find this fucking lady. But it doesn't give you a blue person icon like normal. It doesn't tell you, like, when you get close, it doesn't, like, pop up with, like, there's a blue person here. You know what I mean? Like an NPC. It doesn't tell you. You just kind of have to go find her. And that's where she was for me. She was up against the wall right here behind these barricades. So I picked her up, I went to go drop her off, and then that was the mission. Actually, you have to use your one level first. You can't call rescue. You have to use the one. So once I lost my wanted level, I dropped her ass off to the location and told me to bring her to. Actually, I had to bring her. She got in and she was all fucked up, so she was like, "Can you take me to the hospital?" So I had to bring her to the hospital and drop her off at the hospital. So, I mean, damn, she had a fucking missile go off right next to her head, so she probably got messed up. And then that's it for that one. That's basically it on that one. It's, you know, so, but yeah. I sat there and fought the Vagos and the IAA guys for a good, like, 10 or almost 15 minutes trying to find the lady, and she was hiding behind the fucking barricade the whole time. So, just remember that, just look out for her, and it doesn't give you, it doesn't, like, tell you that you found an NPC, like on most of the missions. It didn't tell me anything, you know, and I was right next to her.
Thanks.
Okay, so there you go, there's that one. Alright, so moving on to the next one. What is this? Asset seizure. This one is, this one's good too. So this is the fourth one here. I wanted to show you guys something on this after I start this mission up. I'm just gonna let it get into the clip a little bit because I want to show you a little bit of a shortcut on this one.
Moving their precious AI hardware to a safe location. Thanks, Agent Johnson. We have a tracker.
Okay, so basically, this Agent Johnson lady, she gives you ULP 5 different locations you can go to. A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, I personally just went to where the yellow circle was flashing, and that's where I went to. Okay, I don't know if you have to go to the red dots, or the, you know, like the red letters. I don't know. I didn't go there. I just went to the first one where the yellow circle was flashing to, And basically what I did, what helped me, was I had my Toreador. You have to locate a van, okay? So what I did was I used the missiles in my Toreador, and it picked up where the van was, like, instantly. So I avoided going and finding all those, going to those red spots. And I just wound up commandeering this van, and I went and dropped it off. It was that easy. So I don't know if you have to go to the red spots or not. Just come to the yellow spot if you have like a Toreador or some kind of vehicle with missiles on it, and just come over here, and whatever you lock onto, that's probably the van. Because I don't see any other enemies around. Now they're going to start coming at me now, but like at the time there was no other enemies there. The only thing I locked onto was the van, and I found it very, very easily, and I just drove it out to Sandy Shores and dropped it off. It was pretty easy. Actually, I'd say this is the easiest one. Grand Sonora Desert, whatever this is, not Sandy Shores, but this little crack house over here. But yeah, this was the easiest mission out of all of them. So I don't really know what the point of going to all the other 5 locations are.
Good work out there. I'll be in touch once our guys have run their analysis.
Okay, so then that one was done. And then instantly I went back and I started up the next one. I can't read what the hell this is. Operation Paper Trail. Okay, so this is the 5th mission. Okay, so now on this one, I would recommend doing this in stealth. Okay, don't go in with like your vigilante, or because one of the reasons why is because you're gonna have to fight all the guys on the way up. What's kind of weird about this one is I did this whole mission, the whole 3 levels on the way up, all in stealth. I didn't break the stealth once. I did it on my first try, okay? Did it on the first try, but as soon as I got up to, like, not the top floor, but the one right before the top floor, it broke the stealth automatically. Like, they automatically see you. So, I mean, is it worth doing it in stealth? I think so, up until you get up to that point, because otherwise you're going to have to fight a bunch of people. And you might, I don't think you get a wanted level, but there's a ton of guys that come after you. So, like, you have to spot the drones. You have to, like, it's going to make you kind of go into the drone's vision. You hijack the drones and basically see what they're looking at. Okay. But these are going to be the drones. You could also take these out, too, once you start going on with the mission. So, you start off on the bottom, like I said, and it kind of gives you an idea of where all the guys are, right? So, and that's Mason Duggan. I don't know who he is. I know Avery Duggan was the guy we killed in the casino DLC. Thornton Duggan is his nephew, the guy that took over the casino. I don't know who this guy is. Maybe he's a cousin or a brother or something, which kind of leads me to believe that the Duggan family is probably pretty big. So, and I have a feeling that they're going to come back in December's DLC and want some payback. That's kind of where I see this going. So, but anyway, so I got out here, and I wound up kind of scoping out the area, and I went slow. I did this really slow, all alone, all by myself, and I took out all the guys in stealth. And just to let you know, the drones don't see the bodies for some reason. Because there's a bunch of guys that I killed over here, and it doesn't seem to alert anything. I couldn't tell where the drone was, knowing it was like actually my height. It's right in front of me. See it right there? But it went all the way to the end, and I've already killed like a bunch of people, and it didn't alert. You know, it's not like one of the cameras. So, for some reason, it didn't find any of the bodies that I had killed. So, that's kind of good. So, I took these 2 dudes out here with headshots. I'm still in stealth. I'm doing really good. Like I said, I went really, really slow on this. And the drones, you can't lock onto them like you do in the casino heist. The preps, you know what I mean? You have to free aim these drones and shooting them down. And I think this is really cool too, man, because like this is the first time we've ever seen drones do like patrol routes. You know what I mean? So it's kind of cool. They're usually just flying around or whatever, but on this they actually use them for patrol routes. So it's pretty cool, man. I think that's awesome. But like I said, I made it up to, I'm going to be heading up to the 2nd floor here. And I took the drone out. Wound up taking, there's another guy down at the end of this driveway. I took him out. Then I went upstairs and I took all the guys upstairs out. You know, it was pretty easy. Yep, then I went up the buck hoist. A lot of people call it elevator. It is an elevator, but it's in construction they call it a buck hoist. When I used to work construction, that's what they called it. So I went up the buck hoist to the upper floors, and I stayed in stealth, killing all the other dudes too. But like I said, when you get to the very last, not the top level, but the one before it, where you do the Cayo Perico preps at that level, for some reason, it alerts automatically, and I don't know why it does that. I don't know if it's set up like that, but you get alerted instantly. Like, whether you've done this in stealth or not, you still get alerted.
Been dead for nearly half a decade. His company dismembered. His assets seized. But oh no, not on the FIB's watch.
Oh yeah, I was moving along really good, man. I was taking all the dudes. I was like doing really good with all this stealth shit. Yeah, it just sucks that it had to alert me, man. No matter what, it alerts you. I don't think you can get around it because I was doing really good. There was nobody left on any of these floors. I took everybody out, but as soon as I got to the next level up, it just they automatically started yelling at you and shit. So I guess it's meant to be like that because the dude has to escape. So I don't think you could probably kill him in stealth because you have to go to the next location. I moved up over here. I did the same exact thing. Took all the guys out. Then I took out the drone. You know what I mean? And I did it nice and slow and chill. You know what I mean? And I didn't want to fuck it up. I wanted to do it nice. So, and I did. You know, I didn't break the stealth one bit. For some reason, when you get upstairs, it automatically alerts you. Which I think the reason why it does that is because the dude has to be able to escape, so it's gonna alert regardless. Just watch your back here, man, because they creep up on you from both sides and from up this the little ramp behind you. They started coming at me, so just be careful on that. And once I took all the guys out up here, I just parachuted down to the street, got my Toreador, and then I went and chased after Mason Duggan. I mean, I guess technically you could parachute all the way over there if you wanted to. It would just take a little bit. So I just said fuck it and went back down on the street and got my Toreador and you know, and you have a lot of guys that come at you in, like, you know, some of those Caracaras, and I don't know if I got any helicopters on me, but a lot of ground guys come at you. So you're better off just taking your weaponized vehicle over there. Okay, so finally I'm getting back into my Toreador, and I'm going to go over to the location where Mason Duggan is, and you got to go upstairs, up these flight of stairs here, and then through a little doorway. And then there's actually quite a few guys up on the roof, so be careful when you come up here. There's one dude in the roof, in the entryway. I already took him out. And then there's a couple guys up on top of the roof. But then when you go up the big ladder, you start getting lit up like instantly. So make sure you start spamming your snacks or putting armor on before you even go up this ladder, because you're going to start getting lit up like the second you get up there. Oh yeah, and there's more drones over here too, so you just gotta be careful. The drones are actually crazy, man. They start spitting bullets at you or something. I don't know what the hell they are, but they start shooting out like something at you. I've never seen it before, but it's actually pretty cool. Something different that we've never seen in game. I've never seen the drones do this. And it's almost like they're like people, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta watch the cones of vision, same as like players, or NPCs rather. You know, you just gotta watch out for them because they're very deadly. Watch, you'll see the drone, I'm gonna take it down. But it's like shooting, it's firing stuff at me. I don't know what it is, but I took it out. Took it down. So, then you go around the corner and then you wind up taking out, what's his name? Mason Duggan.
What a pansy!
And there he is. So take out Mason Duggan, grab what you have to grab, and then you just go drop it off to the location they tell you to go bring it to. And then that's that one. That's the 5th one. I think that was the 5th one? The 5th one done. So, not too hard, not too bad. I mean, the stealth part is a little challenging, you know, but when you get up on the roof, it's not too bad. Just make sure you have your snacks and your armor ready. I mean, I'm kind of glad they don't let you just... I don't think they let you use Oppressor Mark IIs on this. I'm kind of glad they don't let you do that, because then what's the fun in that? Like, you'd just be able to fly up straight to the roof and go and take everybody out. Like, that's not, you know, that's not exciting. So I'm kind of glad that they changed that. I want to show you guys something. Look at how much money I get, because it's double money, but look at how much RP I get on this mission. This is insane.
Your country pays in cash.
Yeah, you wind up getting 17,000 RP. That's insane, dude. So you would normally get 8,500 RP. This is double money right now, so you would get 8,500 RP for doing that mission. That's insane. I don't know any other mission that you get 17,000 RP for. Okay, so this is the final mission here. All right. So you notice you have the heavy armor on, because I already knew something crazy was coming. I already knew it. I already seen it coming. I'm not going to spoil anything. That's why I'm trying to do this video and not spoil nothing for people. But you know, it's kind of going to be inevitable. But yeah. So anyway, now you have to go pick up this helicopter over here and fly out to Mount Chiliad. I do gotta say this, make sure you bring plenty of armor and plenty of snacks on this. Don't go in with the bare bones on this one, man. You don't even want to chance it. Because you were gonna... This one's interesting. Like I said, I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who hasn't done it yet. But yeah, make sure you got your shit together on this one. Alright, so I'm here, and I'm gonna be landing on top of the missile silo. And now I'm going to be going in through the, there's like a hatch here. You can just land on the, right on the flat part. And you go down, you'll see the yellow Corona. Just go down in there, and it's kind of crazy. This kind of freaked me out a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I felt like I was in a fucking horror movie for a second. It was fucking intense. I was like, no way. Alright. But like I said, I don't want to spoil anything, but this one was pretty crazy. So basically, you have to get the power back on, and the only way to do that is there's like a fuse panel, and you got to kind of just... If you've been in here before, if you've done the Doomsday Heist, you'll know what this place is, okay? The missile silo. So you got to go into the box, and you'll see all the fuses in there. You got to take them out and replace them. But the thing is, you got to run around and try and find them first. Dude, that breathing just scared the shit out of me, because I had no idea what to expect. No clue. And without getting too spoilery, I just was not expecting what was coming, man. It was crazy. I thought there was like a fucking dragon in here or something. Alright, so you might have a hard time locating the fuse panel. It looks like it's over here on this side. It's actually on the opposite side through the door on the wall. Alright, so it took me a minute to find it. I'm like, which one is it? Where is it? But it's over here. Look at this guy. So, anyway, yeah, that's the fuse panel right there. If it'll tell you to press right on the D-pad, and then I still couldn't get it to work at first. I wasn't sure if that's where it was. I kept like walking around trying to get one of these to work, but it wasn't one of those. And then after you open the fuse panel, then you got to run around and find all the fuses. So, and they're in like various places in the missile silo. That fucking breathing, dude, it just scared the hell out of me. I felt like Darth Vader was breathing down my neck or some shit, dude. It was creepy. So finally I located the fuse panel, and then you see there's like 4 fuses in here, and they're all bad. You just gotta run around the missile silo and look for them. They're in various places. You won't actually go into the control room, or whatever it is, where the orbital cannons are. You don't go in there. Not at first, but yeah, you just gotta kind of run around and look on the shelves, check everywhere you can, and they'll kind of like flash and be highlighted, you know what I mean, like usual. Like I said, I don't want to give too much away because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but when you do this mission, just, it's pretty crazy. So there we go, I replaced all the fuses because I found them, and now it's time to go to do some more stuff. Okay, so now the power's back on, and now you have to go on to another part here. So, yeah, I wound up cutting ahead to the end because, like I said, I don't want to spoil anything for anyone that hasn't done it yet. And, yeah. Then, yeah, you come back into here, and you have to start running around and doing some things in this room. And I'm going to go ahead and skip to the end. Because, like I said, I don't want to spoil anything for anyone, you know, because it's pretty crazy. But basically, you have to run around and grab all the copies of whatever was left from Avon Hertz, and you'll deliver it to ULP. So this is my escape here. You know, like I said, I didn't want to spoil nothing for no one because it's very fun. And I parachuted down on the guy. Watch what happens, man. The fucking buzzard guns hit me, dude, and they send me flying. You know, look at this. Look at that. They just, I don't know what the hell happened there, dude. So I got back on the ground. I called in my Toreador, and I went to where the data breaches are, to like the satellite station. I thought the buzzards were following me, but I guess not. So I wound up going to the data breaches location, and yeah. And that was it. Basically dropped off what I had to drop off, and then that completed the new series of missions. They were a lot of fun. I don't understand the plot, really. But yeah, they were a good time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you have any questions, hit me up. And hopefully you guys watch this, and maybe I helped you, you know, save some time on a couple things, you know. So I'm going to be putting another video up on all the new MC stuff and all the ammunition runs and everything, so I think that'll be pretty cool too. So, sorry the video was so long, but I wanted to look at how much RP I got on this again. I wanted to show you guys real quick. 14,990 RP. That's insane, bro. I don't think anything else pays that much RP in the game right now. So, alright guys, I will talk to you soon. Peace.